New Heights. You guys have NHW. You guys have mentioned that a few times. I was at their second show. I actually announced it. I had a lot of fun. Good locker room. I didn't really get to hang out. I went to hang out, and it was like, hey, we need an announcer. Can you do it? I'm like, yeah, I speak English. I guess I can do it. So.
I'd be surprised though. I mean, how many people fuck that up, even though they can speak English.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like a lot, and my thing was their cues were all bad.
I mean, I watched one of the your shoot interviews before, and they were talking about how JWF had messed up the Vortex's entrance, and we don't know anything.
Yeah, the guy's like, well, I don't know who the
SPW.
Yeah,
sorry, then totally different.
No, he totally was. Yeah, I mean,
I got the same stuff at JWF like last weekend or something. Like, we don't know nothing about him.
Yeah, that's real nice.
Like,
to see.
yeah, I know. It's like, it makes me feel like a pro.
You know, and my thing is, I'm always like, I need to know your height, weight, where you're from, and your moniker, so I can make you sound like $1 million. You know, and I hope that I did it. You weren't there for the show I was at, but I had a lot of fun announcing. I'm not good at math, so I screwed up all the weights. So like the two of them together, I was like, "What do you weigh? What do you weigh?" And I was like, "A total combined weight of 890 pounds." They're like,
that
"What?"
works for me.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not good at math. But what's the deal with those shows? Are you still doing the NHW?
We are still doing the NHW shows?
In Florala, so if you want to go check them out, you can go see the New Heights shows.
But the last NHW show, we went to the WIW show in Panama City, and right when we got there, the booker came to us and said, "Hey, our next show is this date. Can you be there?" I looked at my phone and said, "Okay, I'm not booked. I'll be there." And then 15 minutes later, Kobe comes up to us and says, "Hey, can you be here for NHW?" And I was like, 15 minutes too early.
Really?
Or too late, not too early.
So who was the booker asked you first?
Donnie.
Yeah, Donnie from WIW.
Commando.
So,
okay.
Pretty boy Donnie.
Okay. But Colby asked you, so it totally, and that's the fairest way to do it, is whoever asks us first, whereas a lot of guys would go, F him, I'm your friend. I mean,
or how much money are you going to give me?
Yeah, a lot of guys totally at it. Jerry's absolutely right. Where then you could get to like, well, he's paying me X amount, you need to pay me more.
Pit one against the other.
The only time I ever took a show over a show was whenever I was working for Sika, and since I considered him since I quit James and then I went back with Sika, I considered him my trainer. So it was, all right, so if you have a show, I gotta be you first.
So it's not like you have heat with NHW. It's just
we don't want
to. It was just a booking came.
Okay.
Right before that.
And NHW, you know, you guys aren't on it. I like the show. I thought it was presented well.
I'm still.
You're still on it. Okay. I thought it was a decent sized house. They were loud. What are you doing there?
Right now, I'm running an angle with Mr. Fantasy. And Mr. Fantasy, by the way, is one of my favorite guys to work. He's outstanding old school heel, and normally I don't even really like to go for a really, really old school match, but I mean, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it with him, because he's one of the better, and I don't think he gets enough credit, honestly. I
agree.
I think Heath is one of the best heels around here.
We talked about him, you put him over in our last one.
Yeah, I think that he's great as far as just the simplicity of, you know, he's one of those, this town sucks guys, but he does it well, and he gets the heat, and I think that sometimes it's, if it ain't broke.
And he's easy to work with.
Yes, very easy.
Are you Colby's a champ out there, right?
Colby, yeah.
Okay.
B2
and you mentioned, and we're going to kind of segue out of that with no segue at all. You mentioned that you saw some of our shoot interviews. What do you think of them?
I enjoy them. I actually enjoy them. I don't think.
I understand there was a bit of a problem with the last one. And Scotty thinks it's hilarious, apparently.
Yeah, because I mean,
that's just because I think I know what it is. So.
In particular, what I'm talking about is the Justin Cruz bringing up the me like stealing ROH spots or basically, and it's not just Justin Cruz. I've heard it from other people before, so I'm not going to sit here and pinpoint him when I've heard other people say it before. But yeah, I mean the problem I have with that is it's I don't sample anybody's moves any more than anybody else does.
Sure.
And I know that Scotty's seen me. I know that Billy's seen me. I know many other people have seen me study a wrestling tape and start with get an idea for a spot that's already on the tape or something like that. But sit there and dissect it and change it up in little spaces so it's not completely ripping it off.
You put your own fingerprint on
it. Switch it up a little bit. So I mean, I'm not mad at the guy, but I mean, I just wish he wouldn't have said that. And I took it a little bit personal. I don't have any heat with him. Justin Cruz is a fine worker, but I mean,
He likes you too.
I took a little bit personal.
He's told me many times that he likes your work.
Could it possibly be because you've heard it from other people, you don't care about them? Maybe you have a little bit of respect for Justin Cruz?
Well,
and maybe it hurt coming from him?
No, I mean, to be honest with you, I've never had a face to put that accusation to.
Oh, so he's the first person.
He's the first person I've heard say it. You know.
Okay.
And so yeah, that's the first time I had to deal with it. Like I said, I don't have nothing but respect for Justin Cruz. So.
Justin Cruz heard that
it's not going to come to blows if
fuck me. I say fuck you.
You're not a fan of Cruz?
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
He's kidding. I told him about the last one where he said that Scotty was better than Billy as far as which was a better cruiserweight, and then you said those guys hate you, and he said, well, fuck them both.
Oh, okay. That's true.
So that's returning fire.
That right there is what we call a work shoot work, ladies and gentlemen.